Today, there are over 5.3 million Americans who live with Alzheimer's. No one knows more about this than the Institute of Medicine. And over the years, their research has left little doubt that one of the major factors causing Alzheimer's is vitamin deficiencies. Now there's a new supplement you can take to be proactive in counteracting these deficiencies and win the first battle in the fight against Alzheimer's. Introducing REQ49 Plus. REQ49 Plus contains enough of the essential vitamins and minerals that studies suggest prevent Alzheimer's and related dementias. The formula for REQ49 Plus is based on the results from controlled trials involving millions of people, published in thousands of peer-reviewed scientific journals. Let's take a look at one of these studies. After reviewing autopsies of 30 elderly nuns who lived in the same convent, ate the same diet, and had similar lifestyles, researchers found a strong association between decreased blood folic acid levels and the severity of brain deterioration related to Alzheimer's disease. Why does one experience decreased levels of folic acid? One major reason is having a vitamin B12 deficiency. Symptoms include dementia, memory loss, disorientation, and depression. Believe it or not, these symptoms can occur when levels of vitamin B12 are just slightly lower than normal. And unfortunately, many people over the age of 50 are unable to absorb all the B12 they need in their diet from just food, requiring them to take supplements. It should come as no surprise the Food and Nutrition Board recommends B12 supplements for everyone over the age of 50. It's been found that patients who have the lowest levels of vitamin B12 in their cerebrospinal fluid have Alzheimer's, more often than other types of dementia. This drastic vitamin B12 deficiency is known to damage the myelin sheath, covering cranial, spinal, and peripheral nerves. Dietary intake and supplements are the only sources of vitamin B12 and folic acid for humans to synthesize these substances. One must note, it's important to take these supplements in the correct doses. For irreversible nerve damage can occur if you consume large amounts of folic acid and have a vitamin B12 deficiency, according to the Food and Drug Division of the Institute of Medicine. Over the course of their studies, they found that deficiencies in either folic acid or vitamin B12 can even lead to changes in your DNA, changes that can disrupt the instructions given to every cell of your body. REQ49 Plus provides the folic acid and B12 you need in a ratio that assures the function of each vital nutrient. One powerful antioxidant is vitamin E, which relieves the particularly vulnerable brain from oxidative stress and radicals. Studies have shown that the average adult consumes less than half of the recommended daily allowance of this critical vitamin. You see, the main source of vitamin E comes from fats in our diet, making it difficult to consume enough of it without gaining weight. These studies have shown that vitamin E supplements, in addition to their importance helping prevent brain deterioration, are also associated with improvements in muscle weakness, balance, coordination, and the controlling of blood sugar levels. Plus, they help prevent the loss of feeling in sensory nerves and damage to the retina. The findings continue. Vitamin E is said to reduce the risk of bladder cancer. And one study even goes on to say they indicate a reduction of prostate cancer by 43%. Another large study demonstrates that vitamin E is associated with a reduction of heart disease by 30 to 40%, as well as the reduction of non-fatal heart attacks by 77%. Please note this benefit was mainly associated with intake of vitamin E from dietary supplements. Also, these supplements have been shown to increase the formation of antibodies in response to the hepatitis B and tetanus vaccine in elderly adults. Not to mention, enhance specific aspects of the immune response that decline as people age. All the benefits are truly incredible. Vitamin E can even prevent the breakdown of body tissues, as well as protect vitamin A and essential fatty acids from oxidation in the body cells. Now, most people probably aren't familiar with homocysteine, an acid in our blood that increases with age. It's important to know that high levels of homocysteine become a neurotoxin to the brain and has been shown to cause blood clotting and inflammation of blood vessels, along with damage to the inner lining of blood vessels and cells in critical organs. This is a major factor in plaques that form in the blood vessels, which can lead to blood clots that cause strokes and lead to heart disease. To lower these homocysteine levels, 4 important vitamins are needed in critical dosage: folic acids, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, and riboflavin. Actual autopsies were conducted on 76 patients with dementia confirmed as Alzheimer's, and findings showed these patients had lower homocysteine blood levels as well as lower folic acid and vitamin B12 levels than autopsies from 108 patients without any form of dementia. Studies have shown that vitamin B12 and folic acid are not only very important in helping prevent brain deterioration, such as Alzheimer's disease, but also that deficiencies of these key vitamins are associated with many other declining functions of senior citizens, like loss of vision, increased risk of breast cancer, muscle weakness and pain, and cardiovascular disease. It's been found that these deficiencies of vitamin B12 and folic acid affect a significant number of people. Moreover, it's been stated that a deficiency of either can affect the function of the other. Typically, the development of folic acid and vitamin B12 are gradual, with the individual becoming accustomed to a more pessimistic outlook, to a less reliable memory, to weaker muscles, and to many other effects, symptoms that can often easily be overlooked simply as signs of aging. Nor can standard one-a-day vitamins provide any help. While they may contain folic acid and vitamin B12, the amounts provided are not enough. A study of 3,884 men and women found that those with a deficiency were almost 70% more likely to experience depression than those with a normal vitamin B12 status. The mineral boron, usually ignored by supplement manufacturers, is a dynamic trace element which affects the function of the brain, skeleton, and immune system. It's been found that low amounts of boron in your diet, a situation common in the United States, results in significantly poor performance on various mental tasks. In fact, a major study has demonstrated that low boron intake, when compared with a high boron intake, can really help to improve eye-hand coordination, attention, understanding, short-term memory, as well as long-term memory. Most of you have heard of a popular tablet prescribed to treat depression called Prozac. It's believed to work by stimulating a neurotransmitter in the brain called serotonin. Vitamin B6 is essential for the natural synthesis of this serotonin, but is often deficient in many senior adults. This needs to be addressed. Studies have found that higher levels of plasma vitamin B6 are associated with better performance on 2 measures of memory. Unfortunately, though, over half of the individuals over the age of 60 consume less than the current recommended dosage amount. In addition, the function of this B6 directly depends on the amount of riboflavin available, another thing that studies of dietary intake and blood levels have shown deficient in seniors. And then, of course, there are iodine deficiencies that can impair cognitive function. Without question, inadequate iodine can lead to a condition called hypothyroidism in adults, which results in slower response times and impaired mental function. 11% of the U.S. population has been found to have low urinary iodine concentrations. Not surprisingly, recent excretion studies have indicated iodine intakes are down amongst Americans, probably due to a reduction in iodized salt intake. It's one reason vitamin A and/or selenium can be so important, as they decrease the effects of iodine deficiencies in senior citizens. The formula for REQ49 Plus complies with the thousands of research articles in peer-reviewed scientific journals regarding the prevention of a long list of ailments encountered by today's senior citizens. By adding this supplement to your diet, you're taking an important proactive step to keeping your body and your mind healthy during your senior years.